Okay, what about now? Okay, what about now? Yeah, we got it, maybe. I just forgot the power. I thought I turned on the receiver, but I don't know. Maybe I think what happened is I didn't hold it down long enough. I was just a little short. A little short. Anyway, we're here, guys. We're here. Getting after it, baby. We got back today. Fucking dropping everything on the treadmill. All right. Hope everybody is having a good day. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. I mean, it's only Tuesday, but hey, you know, it's still early. Wait, no, it's Wednesday. Yeah, fuck. See, is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. See what I mean, guys? I'm out of it. I'm still kind of feel like shit. Okay, and this is like one of those workouts where, you know, we're gonna try to do our best. You know, we got some things on there that are supposed to be kind of heavy, but we'll see just how heavy we get. Cause I'm yeah, yeah, I'm feeling it today, guys. I'm feeling it. It's like my whole entire everybody, like everybody at the house is pretty much sick too. Sucks. It sucks. All right, we're about ready here, guys. We got almost 5 minutes on this treadmill here, so I think we'll go to like maybe 6 or 7, just because. Do not miss your chance to blow. Meant you want it, you better never let it go. One shot, you got the chance to blow. You want it a lifetime now. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. Wings of Fury. All right, so we're gonna be done here, and we're gonna start bringing this down. 6 minutes. I mean, our actual warm up here on the thing actually only says like 3 minutes on the treadmill, but it's okay. We got 6. We got double that. We doubled it. It's all good. All good. Boom. All right. Loving it. Let's go. That is a weird ass water bottle. A square one. A square water bottle. Kind of odd. Welcome to the jungle. Hold on. I saw that. I heard that, but I didn't see who it was. Who followed me? Was that on kick? Holy cow. This shit. Bone collapse. Till my bone collapse. All right, we got to do some warm up stuff here. Let's head over here where the leg or the deadlift thing is at. Right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Workout. Cat cow for warm up here, stretching. Share, good morning. How are you? Whew. We're supposed to do deadlifts is what we're starting with today. So let me some good mornings to warm up. Aw. That sucks. Well, maybe your day will get better. I'm still kind of sick. Like, I'm stuffed up. I'm all like congested. I have a little bit of a headache. So we'll see how today goes. I'm sweating. I'm fucking hot, but I'm cold. You know, like one of those type of things. Like it's like my skin kind of aches. It's achy. Oh no, I don't really feel like I'm super sick though. So like I feel okay. It's just I'm like I sweat a lot and I get winded pretty easily. But yeah. Well, it's not though. I don't like I don't. It's humid as fuck out, right? It's just like my body's kind of like in a weird spot. I don't have a temperature, right? I don't actually have a temperature, and I just like it's humid outside and it's humid in here, like in this building because it's so fucking humid out right now. There's like about 3 days ago, the temperature kind of changed. It dropped, came down, got cooler, but got really, really, really humid. So it's like we're like in this cold weather, but this humid environment. So it's like the body's confused. It doesn't know whether or not things are fucking cold or warm or what. And then plus on top of it, like being a little bit sick and not feeling that great, yeah, it kind of sucks too. But I don't really think I have like an actual like fever, you know, like I'm not running a temperature or anything. Like it's just, I think it's more just because of this goddamn environment that we're in. My body's kind of in shock after being in like 90 plus, you know, weather for like almost 2.5 weeks and not having any fucking rain, and then all of a sudden getting like a fucking shower out of nowhere. I know, dude. I fucking hate humidity. It sucks. Like you got like it's hard to tell what's what when everything's so fucking humid, you know. All right, let me do these. I think I'm gonna have to go take a piss. Fuck. I've been trying to make sure to drink a lot of water. I've lowered my caffeine intake. I mean, everything I'm doing is trying to just get myself better. I don't want to slack off on my lifting. I don't feel like that's the answer. I have to run to the bathroom. God damn it. I just took a fucking piss before I got on the treadmill. Bullshit. Hold on. piss number more. Like, fuck, dude. Within an hour. Like every 20 minutes, I gotta pee. I think I'm good now. We better fucking be. God damn it. I need my name up in lights. Five to 8 reps. It's 225. Let's see if we can do no gloves here. Hook grip. Because I hate fucking over underhand. I hate mixed grip, man. Ugh. 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 6. Ah. Ah. Whew. Liberty Street. What's up? All right, we're gonna take 2 minutes. Oh yeah, getting after it. I know, I feel like shit, man. I'm just like, I feel sick. But I mean, I've been sick all weekend, dude. Since Friday. I got some walking pneumonia or some shit's been going around. Like, everybody's got it over here. But we're getting it. One way or another. You know how I roll. I mean, if I'm gonna sit here and be the one that's sitting here telling to everybody that there's no fucking excuses, that like and consistency is the key, then how, I mean, I may as well at least like live my life that way, right? You know? Otherwise, how can I say this to other people and actually mean it if I don't even fucking practice it myself? You know what I mean? Like, if I tell you, well, you're sick, okay, well, go do some cardio. Or to go on a bike and bike for a little bit. People are, well, I just need my rest. I'm so sick, I need my rest. Well, you know what? Fuck off, I don't care. Right! Fuck your rest. That's what I tell myself in my head, right? When my body starts to complain, that's just like an internal conversation that I have with myself almost on a daily basis. So, Whew. 4 sets. So I figured since I usually use gloves, and since this is kind of like gonna be a little bit lighter day, and this is also supposed to be classified as a heavy lift, I figure I may as well work my grip while doing a deadlift, right? Like I'm taxing out on my forearms, but I could probably do like 3 or 4 more at this weight if I had straps on. I mean, if I had straps, this wouldn't be half as hard as it was, but it's working that grip strength. So what is our timer? Where is our timer? 37 seconds. Oh, so how is everything with you, Liberty? Yeah, like I was saying, in your chat about the TRT stuff, we upped the shots to every week. I got some blood work, a month back or whatever, and it was low. It was low still, even after all the TRT and everything we were taking. So it still remained low, and so they want to bring my numbers up more, So they said we'll take shots every week. Should help maybe stabilize the numbers, and we're increasing the dosage. So like before I was taking 0.75 milliliters every 2 weeks, right? And now I'm taking 0.5 ml every week. So it's like, yeah. And I don't know, we'll see how it works. I feel a little bit more like stabilized as far as like just in general, right? Like I don't have these moments of like, kind of like down, feeling down, or my body seems to just recover good all the time now. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because I'm sick right now too. So we'll figure it out in another like month or so and see exactly how I'm feeling. But for now, I think it's a good change. I mean, I would imagine we'll probably end up maybe even like it might have to go up a little bit more. I mean, I think about oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, stamina is off. Feel better by getting workouts in. Weather cooled. Wasn't quite so exhausted. Yeah. I mean, that's another reason why. I mean, there's a number of reasons. Whenever I really sit down and start to think about working out in the afternoon, I mean, I'm like, so these are the thoughts that instantly come to my head. Okay, so I have the gym at home, and I have this here. In the afternoon, it's hit or miss here as far as how crowded it's going to be. Usually it's not too terribly bad, but oftentimes there's enough people in here where we end up kind of like wanting to use the same piece of equipment. And so it'll be hindering for supersets, giant sets, any kind of circuit you might want to do, or something like that, right? So, there's like con number one, right? Random. We just never know the state, the condition, how crowded it's going to be. In the morning, I can pretty much count on me being the only one here, at least until about 4 a.m. And even if there is somebody else here, it's usually only one person, maybe two, and we never really get in each other's way. So, like, it's always something we can work around. And as far as, like, heat goes, I mean, well, it's still fucking hot and humid, so I mean, nobody really wants to do a big fucking weightlifting session in the heat, but I mean, maybe some people do, but I would prefer to be in a little bit more of a comfortable environment where I can actually bring my heart rate down and rest in between sets and get, I mean, working out in the heat is fun and all, but goddamn, it's brutal. It takes away from your efforts, It really does, because it just becomes more of a fucking, trying to withstand the hot temperatures. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure you have enough fucking water to refill all the sweat and all the shit that you're losing through sweat. Anyway, let's go. 8 reps, baby. Come on. I know. Those are kind of fast. It's okay. Shit. Yeah, my computer, well, it's dead. I mean, I won't say it's completely dead quite yet, but it's real fucking close, man. Like, I bummer. Yeah, that sucks. Oh yeah, my computer. I'm gonna reinstall Windows today, so I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything backed up. So now I will just need to reinstall Windows, and if it continues to blue screen after that, I know for certain it's a hardware issue. Like if it continues at that point to blue screen, then there's like zero doubt in my mind as to whether or not it's a hardware issue. And I kind of think it's probably a hardware issue just because of the way that it's kind of acting. It just kind of seems like a hardware problem. And I mean, honestly, that's kind of like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about, ballpark for this setup? Like, what do you mean? For like, what do you mean though? What cost of what? Of like, I don't understand. Cost? For my, like, this isn't my gym. This isn't mine. If that's what you're thinking. This is a local gym that is yeah, no, I I mean, I have a Power Tech like leverage system in my house, and I think maybe at home I might have like 4,000. Yeah, yeah. No, you'll look. This is just like a back corner. See, look, it's huge. It's like a big ass full on gym. So this is just one of the two public gyms in town that they have here. It's about $30 it's $35 a month, unless you have like a family membership. Then you can get it for 30. But you got to have at least two people living at the same address. So I mean, it's a decent gym. It's not anything super special, but it has everything I need. Plus, it's got a cool little Arnold mural on the wall. See, pretty cool little mural. Yeah. I mean, like if you got yourself a good set of dumbbells, right? If somebody had like a decent set of dumbbells, a nice bench that had a leg extension, leg curl attachment on it, right? Or like that you could add onto the bench, and your bench went from decline to incline, and you had a good set of dumbbells and maybe a barbell, man, you would be able to do everything you wanted. And you should be able to pick like all that stuff up for probably like, if you were going to get it all new, I mean, you could probably, keep your cost like somewhere around maybe like $1,000 to $1,500 if you shopped around and bought a decent cheap barbell, like there, maybe for $2,000 you should be able to set yourself up pretty decently with a good little like home gym if you have the room, if you pick your equipment wisely. And then, from there you can always expand. But I mean, a good set of universal dumbbells, like either something along this line would be kind of expensive, but you can get those ones that like, clip and you can just instantly drop 5 pounds or whatever, or make them bigger. And some of those sets will go like up to like 55, 65, maybe even up to like 80 pounds per dumbbell. So something like that would be really, really nice. You could do a lot of stuff with dumbbells. Okay, so we're doing bent over barbell rows and lat pull downs. Okay, shit, this is superset. I didn't even realize we were doing rows. I would have just stayed over here. Bent over rows. I should have looked. Okay, how many are we doing now? That's the question. Three sets, 8 to 12, and then bent over barbell rows, 3 sets of 8 to 12. So let's go 135 for the rows. Should be good. Ugh. 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 Oh yeah. What's our rest? Oh shit. We're gonna go 90. No, my PC's broken. Yeah, that's part of me becoming a mobile streamer. You know? Yeah, no, everything is broke. Everything is fucking broke. Channel points are off. It's all broken. My PC is shit out. I can't do fucking nothing. No bots, no anything. No nothing. Not until I fix my computer. It's just, yeah, I can't do shit, dude. Like, my computer will not fucking run stably. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's ghetto. Yeah. I know it sucks, dude. It's fucked up. I guess. I mean, old school for me was on the computer. All right, we got another superset here. Oh, I've been trying, trust me. I mean, after about fucking 80 hours working on my fucking computer just to have it fucking crash again. I mean, I'm not kidding you, dude. When I'm telling, like, okay, it's not that it's like, I'll be fucking doing something, and then my computer will just shit out, fucking crash. No fucking error, no nothing, right? So like, I'll try to reboot it, and that will take like 30 fucking minutes, 40 minutes sometimes, 5, 6, 7, 8 tries. Finally, it'll fucking reboot and boot into Windows, and then I'll fucking back up whatever data I can at that time, and then try and do whatever fucking troubleshooting issues I can, and then reboot. The fucking thing don't want to reboot. Finally get it to reboot. Scan for errors. Fuck tons of errors. Next solution. Crash PC. Reboot. Continue solution. Crash PC. Reboot. Rip my fucking hair out. Go in the corner and cry. Reboot. Wait for it to boot. Successful. Finally. Crashes. Fuck me. Fuck life. Fuck everything. That's literally like has been my week, my daily like routine for the last like fucking 8 days. I mean, yeah. You know, it just sucks, man. It sucks. Certainly got me all pissed off. Oh, wait a minute. It's happened to you a couple times over the years where you've had to spend days on days and days and days on end, more than a full-time job, not getting paid to fix your own fucking computer? When? When did that happen to you? When did you have to spend 8 days fixing your PC? Oh man, that's because 15 years ago, I think everything took like 8 fucking days to do. Ugh. You know, my kid's old computer, the motherboard is 14 years old. Motherboard and processor, 14 years. That's when I built it. So that means I think the motherboard and processor are actually a couple years older than that, right? Maybe like even 2 years newer. Yeah. PC issues suck, man. Like, you know, you would think that they would be a little easier to troubleshoot, right? All these error codes that you end up getting would be something that you could just take online and look it up and be like, what's this problem? Error code number 55 13 40 51 25-A, blah blah blah. You know, like, what is this? And then you look it up. No, I don't. I don't think so. No, because, well, like, everything has gotten much more cross capable. Like, in the past, Intel motherboards, Intel chips, like Intel circuits had to be matched with like NVIDIA graphics cards, and AMD had to be matched with like Radeon. You couldn't cross, do the two. And now, literally everything is like plug and play. You literally like plug in all your components and, turn it on, and then you should be in your BIOS, right? And, aside from that, I mean, if there's any issues, right, it's like, okay, but like, fuck, man, like 20 years ago, trying to install Windows or reinstall and stuff like that was quite a process, dude. It was much more involved. I mean, I think maybe it might have been about, 20 to 15 years ago that things became more plug and play than they used to be. But like, to build a computer like more than 20 years ago, you actually had to have quite a bit of knowledge into PCs. Like, it was not, you couldn't just plug shit in and expect it to fucking work. Like, there was, you had to go, it was a process. Trying to use DOS and stuff like that. Like, whenever they got rid of DOS, like, nobody uses it. DOS doesn't exist anymore. Now you have CMD, your command prompt, right? And within Windows, it's basically like a DOS shell, right? Kind of the same type of features as what DOS would have had, but just, within Windows, so you don't actually have to boot out of Windows to get into your DOS. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's easier today. It's just troubleshooting errors. Like, when you have a problem and you're given an error code, for example, if your PC blue screens, which is a fairly common issue with Windows, right? Corrupted system files, fucked up RAM, bad hardware. Yeah, I mean, maybe, I suppose. I think it's like, it's not sometimes, like sometimes what it is, and a lot of times, what happens is things get corrupted. Like a third party application will take like too many privileges, and then it breaks, right? And like, now, since it had these privileges, like, Windows has kind of been pulled back, and so like, Windows will boot, and then there's so many third-party applications that exist nowadays, and that are tied into the boot sequence and stuff like that as well, that like, there is just a lot of room for things to go wrong, right? So I think like with anything, the more simple you can keep a system, the better off it's going to perform, the better off it's going to be. So, like trying to stream and game from the same system, regardless of how powerful your system is, like things like crashes and stuff like that will inevitably start to lead to corrupted file systems and stuff like that, and the more things that you're running at the same time, a touch portal, streamer bot, all of these things, it just opens the door for a shitload of problems. Now, while people have maintained pretty good success with a lot of this stuff for a long time, that's not always the case. Something goes wrong, your cat fucking steps on your power button at the wrong fucking time and shuts your PC off during an update. Now you have a fucked up file system. And there's things you can do to correct it, which is what I've been doing, and sorry, yeah, all the shit is executing and completing successfully, but then upon booting, things are still fucked up. So we're at a point now where the solution is to reformat the hard drive and reinstall Windows. And I guess continue to hope for the best. I don't fucking know. Man. Oh boy. Pretty wiped though, man. This cold has got me fucked up. Single arm dumbbell rows. All right, let's go. I feel like I'm going pretty fast through these workouts. I mean, I could definitely slow my reps down a little bit, but so, I wonder, have you ever seen that guy, Renaissance Periodization? Like, everybody on Twitch seems to be talking about him. I mean, I've been following him for a long ass time, and I like his content. He's a great guy. He's pretty smart. Yeah. I know. I've had a lot of people tell me about him. Like, I'm like, I know who he is. I've been following him for like 2 fucking years. But it's like I'm always getting him recommended to me from other people. But I watched a video of his the other day, and he was talking about creatine. And it's funny because I mean I've had this exact conversation, and I mean I've had this conversation with many people as far as creatine. I mean I take creatine daily. I have been for a long time. There have been a couple times where I haven't, where I've dropped it off, right? And I mean, a lot of people feel, there's people that, oh, you should cycle. It's not good. It's bad. And I mean, I've always asked people, why? How is it bad? Show me where it's bad. Like, I would like to see information that tells me that creatine is bad besides somebody's fucked up opinion, right? Like, and nobody can provide it. I certainly haven't been able to really find anything. And it's funny, I watched this Renaissance Periodization video the other day, and he was talking about creatine and talking about this and debunking a lot of the myths and just basically, what benefits creatine gets you, how much you should be taking, 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, or whatever, right? I take 5 to 10 per day, right? I shoot for 5 daily, every day. But sometimes, it gets boosted up a little bit because, one of the drinks I have actually has a little bit of extra creatine in it. So if I drink that, I get I think like nine grams of creatine, but I think like 6 of it is creatine monohydrate, right? Which is honestly, and I think we've had this conversation before, Liberty, because you said that you got a creatine one time from somebody that you like. I mean, even at that price list, I mean, if you don't hydrate enough, I think all you're doing is really negating the effects, right? Because what creatine is going to do, it's going to take your water and it's going to pull it into the muscle, right? Like, so like, getting bloated while on creatine really shouldn't happen, right? Because the muscle, the creatine is designed to store water intramuscular, right? Intramuscular storage, not subcutaneous skin fat storage, right? Like, so we're storing muscle, sucking muscle water into our muscles, volumizing the muscle, making us look like we're a little bit bigger, right? And it's not that we are actually any bigger, it's just that our muscles are kind of swelled up. If you could do like 10 reps of one exercise at a certain number, maybe while taking creatine, you might be able to hit 11 or 12, right? These kind of things are the things that creatine is going to get you. Now, as far as like different types of creatine having better effects and stuff like that, really, it's all just bullshit. It's all, I mean, not bullshit, but there's no real good backing for like scientific studies or anything like that really support anything other than creatine monohydrate, right? Creatine monohydrate is dirt fucking cheap, and it's all the fucking same. If you get creatine monohydrate from one company, it should be the creatine monohydrate should be the same from another, right? Like, creatine monohydrate is creatine monohydrate. It really shouldn't matter what brand you're getting it, so therefore, buy the cheapest stuff you can find. 100% pure creatine monohydrate. Bulk supplements is a great place. Amazon has it all the time. Local stores usually carry it as well. I mean, you can find the shit fucking anywhere. It's pretty easy to get your hands on, and usually pretty damn cheap. Priceless. What's up, man? How you doing? But yeah, you're right. The more water you can give yourself, the more water you're going to be able to suck into your muscles, right? Within what's allowable for the creatine that you have, of course, obviously. And excess creatine, I feel like when I get an excess creatine, what happens? Sometimes my elbows will get red, and they start to itch a little bit. Other than that, and I've read that this is just creatine flushing, extra creatine flushing out of your system. Now, whether or not this is true, I don't know. This isn't something I heard Renaissance periodization talk about, but it's definitely something that I feel like happens to me when I'm, like, for example, if I'm loading on creatine, like if I start a loading phase and I take like 2 or 3 times as much as I'm supposed to, after like a week or two, my elbows will start to itch. And that's usually my signifier that I need to drop it down, right? Like, and kind of lay off the creatine. All right, let's do this. Single arm dumbbell rows, 1 set, 12. We're doing ladder sets with a drop set at the end. So I'm gonna get some gloves. I made another fitness creator, and this one's actually pretty fucking awesome. They all are pretty awesome. But this one, I basically gave it a bunch of different standard types of sets to do with rules for each set. So like, you have a standard set, which is like, your basic, 3 to 4 sets, this many reps, for every single set, you do the same thing, 2-minute rest or whatever, right? Then you have like drop sets, double drops, pyramids, ladders with the drop, giant sets, super sets, like all these other kinds of sets. And the bot will just kind of like take everything that I've given it and make me a badass workout. I just tell it what to do. I mean, I love the AI, dude. I use it a lot. And I doubt that people could get the same kind of workouts that I'm getting from AI if you just go in and give it a prompt, right? Like you have to actually like prompt it up and like lay down some rules and some guidelines for your AI, and then you give it your prompt, right? You like want to discuss some things about it. Like it's like your consultation with your personal trainer, right? You go in and you tell Google, Gemini, or ChatGPT like what you want them to be. You're going to act as my fitness instructor, personal trainer, assistant person, thing, robot, whatever. And then I'm going to tell you what I want to do. We're going to talk about this stuff, go over some pros and cons and other things and tips and advice. And then you're going to help me create workouts that fit within all the parameters that I just gave you, right? Like, so, spend a little bit of time, get something, and, after a while, man, you'll have a fucking killer fucking workout program. All right, we need 12 reps. Let's go over. I'll do the 60. I can actually do the 60 for single arm stuff. Whew, stars, what's up? Let's get a rest. All right, I'm going to move over here onto this heavier side. Stars, how's your day? How's your day going? I'm just suffering through this workout, man. Like we're just here going through motions today, just to be able to say that we did it. We got in here and we got it done. I don't feel like that. I don't feel that great today. My energy levels are pretty fucking in the dirt, but we're getting it done. I only let my body complain so much, and then I just ignore it after that. Okay, so we're doing 10 reps now. Well, let me check. Let me verify. Yeah, 10 reps, then 8, and then we drop. So we did 60. Oh no, let's go 75. That 60 felt kind of light. Hey. Oh, yeah. It was maybe a little fast. It's all right, though. Whew. Hell yeah. Let's get our timer. Let's go. All right. Let's get some shout outs. Liberty Street Rock is your go-to for gains and tunes, from stretchy morning vibes to intense chest and tricep supersets. They're all about that home gym life. Whether it's a hump day or leg day, indoor or outdoor, they're flexing muscles and sharing melodies. Tune in, lift heavy, and let's go. Yeah, I fucked up on stars there. Fuck. All right. The ultimate dad bod transformer. In a tight shred shed, they're battling kidney failure with every rep and jab. From feeling weaker to snatch focus and pool days with the minions, this Irish warrior shows that size doesn't matter in the gym. Monday blues, more like Monday gains. Keep lifting, keep inspired. Train and say to remain the same. Dad strength. Hell yeah, dude. Dad strength is unmatched. All right, let's see now. So we got our last. Is this our last one? All right. So let me see. This is gonna be a drop set. One sec. We're gonna go up to 8 reps, and then we're gonna drop. So let's go. What did we do last time? We did 80, 75. Maybe we'll go 85, and then we'll go to like 70. I think that'll be good. So we're doing 8 reps, and then dropping weight, and then going to failure for a lighter weight. It's supposed to drop roughly like 20%. I mean, I think 70 pounds will be good. All right, we got to gas it out one side at a time. One side at a time. Hi. We did 11. I'm going to take like 30 seconds and rest. I'm not. This shirt is getting tight right here. All right, 11 or 8, and then 11. That's our goal. Oops. I did too much. I got a question here. Like, does anybody else ever find that they might have a hard time estimating where failure is? Like, I mean, for example, we need to maintain good form, right? Like, with some exercises, sometimes it's just, it can be hard to actually gauge. You know, you'll do like a set of 8 or 10 or something like that, and you'll feel like, well, fuck, man. I mean, like, maybe I should have done more weight, you know, or something like that. I don't. Sometimes I feel like that, you know. I think it's more just me getting in my own head, like. But I don't know, you know. I like if you walk out of the gym, like sometimes I'll walk out of here and I'll feel like, well, fuck, I didn't do it. I didn't do good enough. I should have done better, you know. And I'll sometimes beat the shit out of myself all day for that. I don't know. I'm not very nice to myself, you guys. Like I'm definitely my hardest critic, you know. I will analyze myself and, you know, get pissed off at the way that my form looks sometimes, and like, honestly, a lot of times, like I'll feel it in my head and I'll be fucking mad. Like, kind of like, yeah, well, it's not like sometimes for me, like with these dumbbell rows, right? With these, like I feel like even with the heavier weight, I feel like I almost could have went to like 15, you know. But like at the same time, I know that that's too much. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like, or is it? Is it too much or is it not? I mean, should I be lifting more weight, more reps? I mean, and right now I'm sick too, so like my head's just kind of out of it. But like this happens, you know, a lot with me, and I wonder with certain moves in particular, right? Like bench press, curls, like overhead press, things like that. I have a pretty clear failure point on, you know. Like I'll be doing my reps and then boom, I fail. But with back, with like rows and stuff like that, like sometimes I just don't understand where my body fails, and or if it fails, like, you know, like it's like I mean I can feel the areas that are, you know, kind of giving out in the, you know, the transfer of weight into other areas, and I think those are kind of the signs of failure, right? Like failure doesn't always need to look sloppy, right? Like that's what I think too. A lot of people might think and have a misconception at is like, you know, failure. You should be able to recognize when somebody fails, but like honestly, I don't think that's the case, right? Like it's an understanding of how your body's acting, and you know, like what's going on, right? Like you, like looking like you're failing doesn't equal failure, right? There's two different kinds of failure to my understanding, right? There's technical failure and then there's absolute failure. Technical failure is where we fail on our form, right? Where our form starts to give out, where the focus muscles no longer are being the solely isolated focused muscles. Other muscles start to activate and take over and kick in to help support the focused muscles perform the rest of their reps. Sometimes this is okay when we're like towards the end of our set, but like we want to try and isolate the area of focus for the majority of our sets and our reps, right? Like, but as we get tired, it's inevitable that other things are going to incorporate themselves into the exercise and try and assist. This is like elbows flaring during bench press, trying to get the shoulders to activate more or something like that. You know, like these kind of things are going to happen. And these are the slight subtle cues that we need to be aware of to understand when our body is actually reaching its failure point. All right, we got our giant set, wide grip seated, wide grip seated cable rows, straight arm lat pull downs, and T-bar rows. Well, we'll keep this back here. Wide grip cable row. Oops. So, let's straight arm lat pull downs. Man. Oh, there. Is that it? Where is, there it is. These bars just get left everywhere. Dude, I thought there was a longer one than this. Maybe they're all angled. You know, another thing I can't figure out is like when I film myself with my phone, like just like with my phone, for example, like I was in the yard yesterday or the other day, and I did some steel mace stuff, and I just filmed myself with my phone, right? I didn't have a microphone on or anything like that. No microphone, no nothing. And I filmed myself, and I was standing about 10 feet, 12 feet away from my phone, and my phone was on the ground, leaned up against a little bush. And I could hear myself like I was talking in a microphone. Like it sounded better than when I listened to myself talking on this mic. However, when I use my microphone on Prism Live, I have to be like 2 inches away from my phone for it to pick me up. Like, I mean, does anybody know how to fix that issue? Like, my phone has a really good microphone on it, and I would honestly like love to be able to just like use it and have it pick up like all the sound in the gym, like all the everything. Because it's not bad. Like I've heard other people. I wonder. Like I got to talk to Fit with Eric and see what he uses, or like Swole CC or something. I don't know, man. My like there's a lot of people I watch that use their phone's microphone, and it sounds great. And I just don't know what they're doing or what kind of app they're using to make it sound good. Maybe they're not like maybe they're not using Prism Live. Maybe they're using something else. I don't know. Oh, that's way too light. Hold on. Song is not, I'm not feeling it. All right. Oh, yo, McReed, what's going on? Uh, we got one more set of these. I'm gonna put my camera over here this time. Oh man. Oh, how's your morning going, McReed? Hi. Ah, nice. Just waking up and clocking into life. Clocking into the land of the living. All right. Yeah, I know. I think we all are. Maybe someday. Maybe maybe we will. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, it's easy. Ram's easy to swap. Like, as long as you got the right sticks, they just push on the little locking pegs to pull it out, swap the new sticks back in, and reboot. You might have a little error thing or like some kind of reconfiguration screen come up because it recognizes new memory, and then should be pretty simple after that. Now, one thing you can do is, like if you so what kind of RAM did you get? Do you know the speed? And if so, you should check in your like in your task manager thing to see what speed your RAM is actually operating at. Because if it's not operating at the speed that your RAM should be, like if you bought, like, say, a stick at like 3,000 megahertz and it's only running at like 2133, then you should be able to go into your BIOS and into the RAM settings and turn up your RAM to the actual proper speed, so that you're actually getting the maximum benefits out of your RAM. A lot of times, if you just plug the RAM stick in, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would just, yeah. But if you're not, I mean, 32 gigs of RAM either way is definitely an upgrade from whatever you had. So even if your RAM is not operating at its optimal frequency, it's probably still much fucking improved from what it was. Like my son has the same issue right now. I got to try and figure out why his RAM. Yeah, so like a RAM stick is like, you have a megahertz frequency on your RAM stick, right? And then if you get into your BIOS, which is like your pre-boot system that tells the computer how to operate and tells all your control, it's like your hardware controller, right? And then it tells your computer what to do and how to run things. And so a lot of times by default, when you put in a RAM stick, your motherboard will have like a default frequency, and it'll just operate at that frequency unless you specifically go into your RAM controller and find your RAM frequency and change it. It's a very easy setting to change in most situations. Yeah. Windows 11 is not always compatible on older systems. Unfortunately, I mean, shit, I had to get it compatible on my motherboard. I had to go into my motherboard and I had to update a few things. I had to update my BIOS for one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then check in Windows first, right? There's a is it OH monitor? There's a hardware open hardware monitor, right? It's a program. You can download it. It's free. It's easy. It's quick. It's simple. You just run it real quick, and it'll scan your system, and it'll tell you everything about your system, your CPU, your motherboard, graphics card, temperatures, all that shit. And you should be able to see your RAM frequency as well. I use it for mostly every computer I build. That way, if I'm having any issues, I'll always go look at my temperatures or anything and see if there's a problem. But Open hardware monitor. OH monitor. Like open source, you know, because it's an open source thing. Free. Yep, that's it. That's the one. It downloads in like a zip file, and then you just run it from the exe on there. It's just a little tool that you can have. Oh, so sweaty today. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm glad you got your upgrade done. Well, I mean, aside from building like 100 of them or more, and also going to college for network management, I have a bachelor's degree in network management, and for network management, like some of the prerequisites to that are computer, a lot of computer classes, physical, security, right, all that stuff. So I know quite a lot about computers. Probably much more than your average person. Electric nuts, what's going on? And today I will be reformatting and reinstalling Windows 11 on my computer, because at this point that's where I'm at for troubleshooting. I've done absolutely every other thing that I can possibly think of, and I'm still getting blue screen crashes. So if I reinstall Windows and I get a blue screen, then I can be like, I know 100% certain that something, as far as some piece of my hardware is bad, right? Like, and more than likely it's going to be my CPU. I can't quite pinpoint it. You know, like when you have a blue screen error, you can take that error code and you can go online and you can Google it, and you'll be presented with like hundreds of videos and documents and things that tell you how to fix this error, and a lot of them are just absolute bullshit, and they want to sell you some kind of driver program that's going to scan your system and it ultimately not help you in the end, right? So it can be very, very, very hard to get to the bottom of blue screen errors. And you know, a lot of times it's corrupted system files, bad drivers, you know, driver incompatibility, third-party applications going fucking rogue, and you know, a number of different things. But God, it can be a pain in the ass to figure it out. Mezap, what's going on? They can follow. Let me see. What do we have next? What time is it? It's 4:50. I'm supposed to do face pulls to finish off. We're gonna do face pulls right here, huh? You think that'd be good? I don't know. Do you think it matters? Like, you think you'd be like, how much better do you think it is to do a face pull from a standing position or a seated position, or does it matter at all? What is this on my shorts? Some kind of grease or something, like a permanent marker colored on my shorts. The fuck is this? It's not coming off. It doesn't feel like anything. It's got to be somebody. Probably it might be a marker. Hell, weird. I know. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know. It doesn't feel greasy. Like it's not scraping off, which makes me think that it's like a stain. I don't feel anything. Whew. That was actually great. Where'd my freaking headphone go? There it is. I'm only going to take like a minute rest. Oh man. So I hit like a gallon out of these the last 2 days in a row. This is a half gallon. I drank 2 of these, plus other things. So I'm saying like probably about a gallon and a quarter for the last couple days. And I am still so fucking thirsty. I don't understand. Like, what is it that's making me so damn thirsty? Why? Is it because how am I gonna get it? All right, let's go. Oh. one more. This will be our last set here. Oh, fuck. All right. Oh shit. I think that's about it. It's 4:58. So I should probably see who else is on here. We went to Swole CC yesterday. Let's see. Everybody, appreciate you guys all for being here. Hope you guys have a great day. We're gonna raid somebody here. Who's this guy? Sika Player. I've seen him around, but I don't know if I'm following him or not. We'll raid him today. I've seen him online a few times in the morning. I don't know if anybody knows him. I know of him. I've seen him. I don't think I've ever talked to him though. I think maybe he's been in my channel a couple times, said hello. I don't know if I've ever been into his stream or not. Maybe through raids. My channel. Okay, guys. We got 10 seconds. We're gonna raid Sika Player today. He's in a gym, getting after it. Looked like he was doing rear delt flies or something like that. Maybe he's got back or shoulders today. We had a good back day. It was great. But everybody, take it easy. I will catch you all later. Thank you guys for being here. Yo, McReed, have a great day at work. Liberty Street, if you're still lurking, appreciate you, man. Stars, you as well. Everybody else, anybody I missed, priceless. Electric Nuts. Everybody take it easy, guys. I'll catch you later. I'm out. Peace. Let's go. problems, mate. Oh, I just pressed the big battery.
I see we have this whole bar that the whole bar's inside really good slack. Do you do
Imagery. Ay, ay, ay. Oh shit. I am, aren't I? I'm ending now.